Welcome back. I am so glad that you are here for this conversation. We are talking about a topic that I'm super passionate about, and I've become really interested in this particular topic. I would say probably over the last 3 to 5 years, as I've really needed to, sort of double down on my own business, my own mission, and how I am showing up as a leader. I've become really, really interested in the intersection between emotional intelligence and leadership. And if you have done any reading or research or anything at all around emotional intelligence, you would probably know that the set of skills that we call emotional intelligence skills have primarily and historically been used in leadership training. And so the conversation that we are going to have today is one based on years and years of evidence and research. And there's lots of studies that have been done all around this particular topic. So our topic for today is the idea that our business growth, the growth of our business, will never exceed our personal growth. Okay. And that's what I want to talk to you about today. I want to talk to you about the concept and the idea that our capacity for growth and success when it comes to our business or it comes to our professional goals, our capacity for business or professional growth will always match our self image. So, what do I mean by that? So, if I were to break that down for you, what it ultimately means is that if you have certain goals for your business, if you have certain goals professionally, if you want a promotion, if you want a raise, if you want to make, X number of dollars per year, or you want to have greater impact when it comes to your professional mission, your growth professionally will never exceed, you will never grow further in your business than you have grown personally. They are highly, highly correlated. And again, this is one of these concepts that I've known for years in terms of, the research behind it, the evidence behind it. I've read the studies, I've understood this concept cognitively for years and years and years. And I really came to understand the truth of this particular concept when I really began to push myself and challenge myself to grow further in my own career. And what I found I was personally coming up against were personal issues. It was all around my self image. So today, our conversation is all going to be around really understanding that our personal capacity, our personal growth is really where we need to double down if we want to achieve that business growth. So here's what we know in terms of the research. We know that 85% of our financial success is actually tied to our ability to communicate, to negotiate, and to lead. 85% of our financial success is tied to our ability to communicate, negotiate, and lead. We also know that there is a strong correlation between three concepts. Number one, fear. Number two, confidence. And number three, our success. We know that fear shows up as anxiety for many women. So, for many, many women, when we experience fear, it shows up as anxiety in our lives. Anxiety ultimately is a fear based emotion. Okay. So when we have an increased sense of anxiety, we have increased fear based thinking, what ends up happening is it actually decreases our confidence. So think of it this way, when anxiety or fear go up, confidence comes down. Okay. So that's the first correlation between two concepts. Now I want to introduce the third concept that I mentioned, which is success. Okay. So fear or anxiety go up, confidence comes down. And what happens is our ability to access the skills that lead to our success, both personally and professionally, also go down. So, really, when we think about this correlation, what we have is the more anxious or the more fearful we are, the less confident and the less confident we feel, and the less success we will achieve. So that's the correlation. So you can think of confidence and success as tied together in this particular correlation, and they are highly correlated with anxiety or fear. Okay. So when fear goes up, anxiety, confidence, and success come down. That's how I want you to think about this particular concept or this particular idea. So, what happens and what we've learned in the area of emotional intelligence as it relates to leadership is that our ability to communicate, our ability to negotiate our relationships, negotiate our boundaries, whether that is personally or professionally, and our ability to lead with confidence, this is actually what leads to success in every part of our lives, including our business growth. Do you remember when I started this conversation with you? I shared with you that 85% of our financial success is actually tied to these skills: our ability to communicate, our ability to negotiate, and our ability to lead with confidence. That's actually what allows us to unlock, unearth, access, and execute on those things that lead to our success, including in our business. So, if you've been struggling with achieving a professional goal, if you've been struggling to scale your business, if you've been struggling to attract the right clients, if you've been struggling to really execute, perhaps even on tasks related to business growth, I would highly recommend that you have a look at what is going on for you personally. So here's what I want you to know. I want you to know that success is not this elusive concept. Success is not something that is just available to those that look like they are super polished or super smart or super beautiful or super credentialed or whatever the case might be. Success isn't just for her out there, because we can often tell ourselves that story, right? She's successful because, well, she had it really easy. Or, if only I could sound like her or look like her, if I had her education, then blah, blah, blah. That's not what success is about. Success is not this elusive concept that is only available to certain people. I want you to know and understand that there truly is a science to success. There are skills we can learn, there are skills we can execute that actually lead to success. And what we know is that the science of success is in us becoming the person or the woman who believes that she is worthy of executing her goals and accessing her desires. This is what I meant when I said that your business growth will never exceed your self image. Your business growth will actually always match your self image. So, what do I mean by your self image? What I mean is, if you believe that you are not worthy of success, you will not achieve that success. So ultimately, if we want to unlock success, if we really want to take a proven approach to success, we need to understand that it's ultimately about becoming the woman who believes that she is worthy of executing her goals and accessing her desires. And the truth is, in life, we don't actually get what we desire or what we want. We get what we believe on a subconscious level about what we desire. We don't get, just because you write down a goal doesn't mean you're going to achieve it. Even if you do all the work and you make all the effort and take all this action on moving towards that goal, if on a subconscious level you do not believe that you are worthy of achieving that desire or achieving that goal, it's not going to happen. So let me give you a really, really quick example, and then I'm going to wrap up our conversation today with an exercise that you can actually do on your own. So let me use this example to drive this point home. So let's say that I want to charge more for my services. I have an income goal of $200,000 per year. So that's my income goal. So I look at my income goal and I say, okay, well, one of the things that I need to do, one of the actions I need to take is to charge more for my services so that I can reach this income goal. So when I take this goal in, okay, like I take it inside and I ask myself how I feel about this particular goal that I have, and I notice the sinking feeling. I notice that all of a sudden I start thinking to myself, you know what? There's no way I can get to $200,000 per year. There's no way people are going to pay more for my services. And if I ask for more money, if I charge higher rates, my clients are just going to be upset with me. I feel defeated and unworthy. And ultimately, this feeling represents the belief that I am embodying. This feeling represents the belief that I am embodying, right? And so what happens is ultimately it's the belief that I'm embodying that dictates my results and my reality. Okay? It's the belief that I'm carrying, if you will, for another word, ultimately dictates my results and my reality. So if I can't embody the beliefs, the worthiness of the woman that earns $200,000 per year, by believing that I'm worthy of earning $200,000 per year, I will actually never hit that goal. So, no matter how much I try and tell myself that on a conscious level, no matter how many courses or certifications I take, no matter how hard I try to do the things that make me feel worthy, without the belief that I am worthy of my goals, I will never actually achieve them. So, if you've ever found yourself circling around the same goal over and over and over again and really feeling like you're not making any headway, I would consider this concept. I would go back and probably listen to this episode again. If you feel like you keep setting goals and then you lower them or you increase them or you change them or whatever desire you have for your professional life or your business, and you just feel like you can't quite get there, no matter how many business courses you take or coaching programs you take or certifications you take, you still feel stuck, let's say even at a certain income level, I would consider this concept. Where is your self image? Do you actually believe that you are worthy and that you are capable of achieving the goal that you have set for yourself? This is why I deeply believe that simply the act of writing our goals down every day, that's not what creates change. The act of writing our goals down doesn't create change without that internal belief system shifting. So here's what I really want you to think about. This is the exercise that I want to leave you with today that you can do on your own time. I would encourage you to actually journal about this. And if you do this exercise, I would love for you to reach out to me on Instagram, is where I hang out most of the time. We always link up my Instagram handle in the show notes. But reach out to me and let me know what you came up with. I would love to know. So here's the exercise that I want to leave you with. When it comes to my business goals, what do I believe about myself that holds me back? Okay, really think about this. Take some time with this. Don't rush this. When it comes to my business goals, what do I believe about myself? Not about my business, not about my clients or the ability, like not about any of those things. What do I believe about myself that holds me back? So it could be something like, I'm not good with money. I'm really bad at business. Clients don't really like me. I'm not smart enough to achieve those goals. Like I'm not worthy of this particular income, being in this particular income bracket. So, when it comes to your business goals, what is it that you believe about yourself that holds you back? This will begin to give you an indication of where the opportunity for change and transformation really lies. All right. So, please reach out to me on Instagram. Let me know what you thought of this episode and let me know what you actually came up with as a limiting belief. Before I let you go today, I want to remind you or tell you for the first time, if you didn't listen to last week's episode, is that we have a brand new masterclass coming up where I go so much deeper on this particular topic. So if there was something that I shared today that really landed or that really resonated for you, or if this concept of what you feel about what you desire is what you really get, not what you say you want to get. If this concept, if it piqued something, an interest in you, and you want to go deeper on this concept, I'm teaching an entire masterclass on this. It's happening on March 22nd. It's happening at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. If you can't attend live, no problem. We send out the replay as long as you register. So we will have the registration link for you in the show notes. If you can't find it there, come find me on Instagram. We will have the registration link linked up there as well. But this masterclass is specifically for coaches, clinicians, and entrepreneurs who really want to amplify their impact. You want to amplify your income, and you want to get out of the stuckness of overthinking and overworking, right? You're burning yourself out. You feel like you're spinning your wheels. You're not getting anywhere. You're trying things, different strategies, different techniques, and nothing is working. This is a masterclass for you. Inside this training, I am going to teach you about the science behind reprogramming your mind, why it is so important, and how it can have a profound impact on your ability to achieve success. However, you define success, whatever your goals are, there is going to be some golden nuggets inside of this masterclass for you. All right, my friends, thank you so much for joining me today in this conversation, and I will see you next time.